everybody, welcome back. Doing a video a little bit unexpected. I wasn't planning on doing this tonight, but you know, going through the Greek raids or the Greek raid difficulty 3 is the first time a bunch of us are experiencing that, and just seeing it was a little bit tough and kind of like, all right, you know, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. And just hearing that some of the top tier, like top 3 type alliances weren't able to 100%, which was like, okay, I'm not, again, opposed to that necessarily. But, you know, watching some other people kind of attempt the raid and hearing how people, it was just really difficult and people losing a lot of characters. So I'm like, you know, what is that going to do for rewards? And how is that going to kind of play out, you know, versus, you know, we always have this problem. Every time a new raid is launched, what was it compared to either the old one and or the difficulty levels underneath the most difficult one? And almost every single time we've had this problem or had a new launch, we've had a problem with it not, the numbers don't make sense. It's like, well, why would I waste my time on this harder raid when the rewards are better for this easier raid? And guess what? The same thing happens again. So we're here to say these Greek raids are trash. The experience is trash, and the rewards are trash. Okay, you know what? I'll back off the experience a little bit. Things need to be hard somewhat, but you know what? Let's just get into some of the numbers, and I'll give my opinion and commentary as I go. All right, so let's check it out.
Bring me WolverThor!
All right, before I look at the spreadsheet here, what I want to just kind of, and you guys might have already experienced this, but just in case anybody has not, I'm not going to hit a node yet. You know, I could do that in a video, I suppose. You know, so I'm here. I've only experienced some of these front end nodes, which were skill, what is it, skill tech. And I just was looking at my lines, and we're ranked 66th in CP. You know, so we're okay. You know, we're normally a top 100, top 50-ish raid alliance. We 100% all 7-5 every day. You know, no, not necessarily any big problems. You know, I start seeing my alliance here where they're like, you know, needing to, you know, hit nodes. I know this one had to get hit twice. This one, it looks like got hit once, but this one needed to get hit twice. I'm not sure if Obi here hit that once or not. You know, so I start seeing people either, you know, decide to reset a node or if they hit it once or twice. You know, I'm kind of like, okay, well, that's, you know, we're not even really in 60% territory yet. You know, again, MVC, Marvel versus Capcom, he's obviously attempted it once. These guys seem to be doing decent, but, you know, again, that obviously needed 2-tap, and we're not even to the second boss node yet. And you start wondering, you know, this one took 3 people, and it's like, okay, you know, this guy, you know, Quick over here, at least he hit it. Rel hit this one. So you just start seeing, it's like, again, shortly after the first boss node, you're running into some issues, which, you know, it's like, okay, well, these rewards at 30 and 60% better be worth it if I'm going to do that, because if they're not, it's like you start questioning, why am I doing this? What am I doing this for? All right, so let's jump over to the spreadsheet. Okay, so some of this stuff just ignore, like this, just ignore this. That's just nonsense that I just pulled over, and honestly, we don't really care about this right now either. It's just stuff that I pulled from an old, you know, and even this stuff here, we don't really care about it, right? I just pulled this from an old spreadsheet to get, you know, we basically got beta 4 difficulty 3 and beta 4. This is the old beta 4 that we used to have. And so what I went in here and is I put all the rewards divided by 4 so you could get an average. I actually didn't have at the time that I did this, and I want to give a shout out to Spoon Exotic. Before I go much further here, Spoon Exotic helped me on Discord get a bunch of this information out there. So thank you to you. Without you, I wouldn't be able to done this so quickly or potentially at all because I didn't have the information. So thank you, Spoon Exotic. Shout out to you. Appreciate that. So if you go through this row here, basically I just list the rewards for each tier. All right. So when you see this number here, and I'll zoom in a little bit for you. When you see this number, that is what you get for, that's the average of what you get for that raid at tier 130. There's beta orb frags, gold orb frags, orange gear orb frags for the first 2 tiers. This is just telling you what you get for each, and it goes on, right? And then beta 4 difficulty 3, I did the same thing. So you can see like, oh, okay, in tier 1, between 4 and difficulty 3, you go up. That's cool. Yeah, it's like, yeah, that's great. You know, it's awesome. Same thing with 60, except for it's like, well, wait a minute here. 60, why are these gold orbs the exact same number? So from the old beta 4 to the new beta 4, difficulty 3, you don't get any more gold orbs because we already have enough gold in the game. And then so as you get further along here, you add the orange elite gear orb frags. And you can just compare here, right? And so it's like, okay, I mean, the good thing is generally speaking, you get more, except for gold orbs. Again, here, tier 3, if you're 100%ing this thing, you don't get any more gear or gold orb fragments than you did before, which, it's like, all right, so I get more beta orb fragments. Now, I kind of want to decide, like, beta orb fragments. I need to jump back to the game here for a second. Bear with me, because I'm deciding how much I really want to rant here. So if I go to my orbs, and in fairness, I'm saving up some of my orbs, so, you know, this isn't a certain, you know, indication of anything. But I have 16 beta orb fragments, and when I go in here, you know, there's some, I don't even know what do you get. All right, so ABC, some purple gear. Okay, I mean, great. You know, that's fine. But really what you're looking at is your center shards, all right? And you just... Black Widow, maybe some need. For me, 7-star, 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 all 7-star. All right, all of these are 7-star. Sif, okay, fine. Some players might need, fine. Rescue, Black Widow, fine. You know, I'm happy for those people to get those shards, but how many players already have? And let's even go to the. That's all the same. Yeah, so it's like all the way through here. You're likely just to get, so I don't care, point being, I don't care about this orb. And I'm guessing at least 40% of the player base, maybe more, don't care about this orb. Other than getting some Ultimus orbs, which even here, like these are trash. This, all right, you know, fine, okay, you might be able to get some characters in here that, no, I don't care about you. What is it, on the left? No, it's the center, right? Yeah. You know, so there's some decent characters in here. So yeah, if you want to, you know, eventually get it to the point where you get some characters in here, sure, that's great. All right, that is a thing. So I'll go there. But ultimately, the beta orb is trash. It's not good, and I'm not gonna say it's good. There's nobody gonna convince me it's good. The only usefulness for it is newer players or mid-tier players, and there's not that there's anything wrong with that. Maybe that player base is way bigger than I'm thinking it is. I don't know, but you know, from anybody I talked to, like I haven't heard anyone in a long time tell me I just need a alpha, beta, or gamma Greek orb because I need somebody in that. I need somebody in that. Normally, it's somebody who just started or recently started. So that's trash. Otherwise, you're getting to the Ultimus orb. Sorry for anybody who needs it. Gold orbs, like I said, like I need it, but it didn't go up any. I'm like, all right, that sucks. Orange gear orb frags, all right, that went up, you know, a couple hundred a little bit. Here it went up a bunch. You know, it's like that was great. You know, the difficulty level 3 didn't go up much at all, which is kind of like, actually, something's not right there. Something's not right there. That can't be right. That cannot be right. What the f***? Pardon my language. Like, you get less. What is that? Oh my God, you get less. I can't believe that's not wrong. I'm not cutting that. I'll edit that. How is that oh my God, this is getting worse as I'm going through this. So I was gonna cut that. All right, so look at this here. All right, that's what I was looking at because as I was looking at the spreadsheet, I'm like, this column here, okay, there can't be more in tier 2 than tier 3, but there is. There's, what the F? Like, honestly, like, who thought that was a good idea? Oh, well, we're giving some elites, so let's give less of those. No. Okay, back to the spreadsheet. Unreal. God. So, you know, it's funny because I thought I did that right, but when I was looking at it, I'm like, nah, that can't be right. You're not going to have 3,000 less than what it was before. Nope, yeah, you do. All right, so, but hey, anyway, so That just boggles my mind. I don't know who thought that was a good idea, but it's not. So then you get to the Elite Orb Frags, and that wasn't in a Beta 4 regular at all, and it's not in Tier 2 at all. So, you know, it's like, okay, so you get some more of those. So you really start looking, it's like, all right, so I can see I get more from what was before, but it's not a lot. The Gold Orb Fragments are the same, which really sucks, because that's the one that honestly everyone cares the most about, because we need so much Gold Orbs. It's like, and then you start thinking about this, you're like, how much harder is Beta 4 difficulty 3 than the old Beta 4 was? People were autoing Beta 4. Okay, so now, no, it's not, it's hard. I just showed you where we're already stalling out. We're gonna stall out between 30 and hopefully get to 60, a little bit more than 60%. But that's where we're gonna stall out. So I'm not even getting this anymore, I'm getting this. So I'm actually going to get less Gold Orb Frags than I used to get, because I can't do this anymore. And that feels bad. You know what I mean? And like this, great. Okay, I'm definitely getting more Orange Gear Orb Frags than I used to. Almost 2 full orbs, which again is, okay, that's not bad. But again, I just show, I'll show you guys, I don't remember if I showed this to the stream or if I showed this part, but you know, when I go here, and again, I admit that I have a bunch of orbs saved up, but I have, well, I passed it in 414 of those. Not my highest priority. And they tend to build up pretty quickly. So, frankly, this isn't doing anything for me. I'm really looking at the Gold Orb Frags and, frankly, the Orange Elite Frags, which I can't even get because they're in 100% and I'm not touching that, right? So then the question starts turning to, what raid should I really do here? Okay, should I actually be trying Beta 4 difficulty 3, or should I stay in difficulty 2 and just do 100%? Okay, so I'll scroll this over. Again, shout out to Spoon Exotic. So what I started doing here is looking at the deltas again. This I kind of already went through, but this was the old Beta 4 100% versus the new Beta 4 difficulty 3 30%, and the delta between them. So you can see you actually lose out on Gold Orbs. You get a little bit more Beta and Orange Gear Frag. So it's like, it feels bad a little bit. And then you're like, but you know, most people are probably in this area, which is why I bolded it. Again, you get a little bit more Beta Orb Frags. Again, nobody cares about those. They don't care about them. They don't care about them. They don't care about them. Again, sorry if you do, but it's my feelings. I think it's most people's. Orange Gear Frag. This is where you went out in 60%. You get a lot more Orange Gear Orb Fragments, which are the ones that I just showed you. I have 414 of those orbs. I recognize that I'm probably a rare person in that case, but you know, I started saving those not that long ago, so they pile up pretty quickly. But you get, you know, 1.5 more orbs there. It's like, all right, and then you look at the delta for the 100%, which frankly, this is going to apply to no one. It might apply to Legion or one of the top tier pants, you know, either Panzer Hulk Main or Panzer Hulk Smash. Maybe those guys are doing this, maybe Multiverse, maybe, but from what I understand, that even like the main, those top tier alliances, they can't 100% it. They just stopped trying because it was so hard. And it's like, okay, and you can't core your characters up to keep going. You either beat it or you don't. So, but even if you did, it's like, all right, again, the Elite Orb Frags is the big win. You know, minor Orange Gear, you get no Gold Orb. And then again, Beta 4 Fragments, which nobody cares about. So, like I just said, we're now into this, we're into this territory where we're looking at the Beta 4 Difficulty 2 100%. So I then put the Beta 2 Difficulty 2 100% into the spreadsheet right here. That's what this is. Okay, so that's those rewards. You'll notice it's the same in each one of them because I wanted to compare it to Beta 4 Difficulty 3 30%, and I wanted to compare it to Beta 4 Difficulty 3 60%. So when I get to the delta here of Beta 4 Difficulty 3, again, Beta 4 Difficulty 3 at 30% versus Difficulty 2 at 100%, meaning I want to see what I get better. You get more Beta Orb Fragments from Difficulty 2 at 100%. You get more Gold Orb Fragments from Difficulty 2 at 100%. You get substantially less Orange Gear Orb Fragments, which I just said, I don't really care about. I got 400 of them. But you get almost 3 full Elite Orange Gear Orbs over the D3. This right here I'm doing this all day long for this, right here. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. And then even if I'm looking over here, same thing. You lose out more on the orange gear up frags comparatively. But again, I'm like, I'm still getting 1 per raid. That's probably fine. I don't really, you know, do I really need 3 of those per raid? You know, or 4 of those per raid? I don't know. I lose out on 3 of them. Gold orb frags, guess what? I'm actually getting more. Even at 60% of D3, I'm still getting more gold orb fragments from difficulty 2 at 100%. And I don't have to bang my head against the wall. I do it and it's fine. And then here, you're talking about beta orb frags. Again, I don't care, but I still get more of those in difficulty 2 100%. Still. So if we're just looking at this, I am not even thinking about doing difficulty 3 or difficulty 3. I'm sorry, difficulty 3 at 30% or difficulty 3 at 60%. It doesn't make any sense because I get more in difficulty 2. The only thing I don't get more of is orange gear for orb fragments, which frankly, like I said, as much as I need those for Dark Dimension 3, I don't need them that badly where I'm going to pound my head against the wall and sacrifice this many elite gear orb frags when I know I need those for a number of different tunes. Because at some point in the near future, oh wait, now I need a extremely wide roster that's at T14 or T15 to be able to do Greek raids. So I'm gonna need a lot more of these because those T13 uniques are gonna be needed for my Defenders, my Hydra, my Mercs, my Kree, my Pimtech, my Wakanda, my X-Men. Pick a lane, it doesn't matter. You need them for that now. Whereas this, it's like, okay, I need that, but I can get, you know, it's like those are easier to come by and they're cheaper. So, and I'm not getting any more gold items. So I am like, honestly, like completely flabbergasted by how terrible the reward decision is in this. I'm going to take this video, I'm going to post it, I'm going to share it. And I would request that you guys share with your alliance mates. Please go to Reddit. Please post on Reddit. Tell them that, guys, this doesn't make any sense. Please look at literally just this section. If look, if you guys snap this section of this and share it and just say, hey, look, here's the math here. Please fix so that I'm inclined to do this. That'd be great. Now, again, the part that I'm leaving off that someone might say is, well, wait a minute, WolverThor, you get way more season points for doing this than you do any of these. You know what? You're right. So let's look at that. We're going to end the video on this, okay? We're going to look at that. This is going to be the last part. So, okay, I'll give you that. You're right. You know what? I get way more, where is it at here? So, so when you're looking at this, you know, you almost get double of these raid points per node. All right, so yeah, you're right. I'm not factoring this in, okay? You know, and it does, it does show per rewards here what you gain a little bit, though this is missing some elites, but whatever. This stuff, this is negligible, honestly. Like, so I'm getting 1,500 more gold a node. Thanks. It's not 150,000? Okay, no, I don't need that. Don't care about premium orb fragments. The real factor is this. These raid season points. So you're going to get a lot more for difficulty 3, right? So why do we care about that? I'll tell you why. Because it's a measuring contest. You pick the word you put in front of it. You go here, and it's about this. It's about this. It's about who's here, okay? And where you're at, all right? And really what it comes down to is what you get here. So these top 3, okay, I get it. For those top 3, 100 T4 difference every 2 weeks, 50 or, you know, borderline 150 T4 difference, that's a lot. But really, for most people in the game, here 30, that's not a much. So most of us are from this point down. 20 T4s over a 2-week span. 2-week span. Another 20, this is another 20, another 20. Like, we're talking about 20 T4s over 2 weeks. Okay, I'm going to go with the situation where I'm going to get this much stuff, extra stuff per day. I'll take this extra per day versus 20 additional T4s over a 2-week period. Every single time. All right, so look, that's my rant, that's my vent. This is absurd. Tell me I'm wrong. Show me where I screwed up, please. comment below. Come to the Discord. It'll be linked in the description below. My opinion, trash city. Okay, trash. I'm going to take this. I'm going to go post it to him right now. Pretty disappointing. So that's what I got to say. Appreciate you stopping by. Hammer down that like button, subscription bell, notification button. You know the drill. And until next time, even you, Scopely, even though this is trash, I hope everybody has a wonderful day.